Started out as a simple fundraiser for a cause near and dear to my guest, Jordie Hughton's heart, but it has grown into so much more. It is music for the gut. And Jordie, this started off 15 years ago now, and it's been going annually since. And it's because of something that affected you and members of your family, and turns out a whole lot of people, and that is something known as IBD. Please explain that, I guess, to start.
Yes, my mother's had inflammatory bowel disease or Crohn's disease since I was very young, and my brother's had it since he was a kid. And I developed it in 2010. I have ulcerative colitis, which is a sister disease, and there's about 330,000 Canadians that live with inflammatory bowel disease. When we started the show in 2011, there was only about 210,000, so wow. It's grown quite a bit since then. And so I have a bunch of musical friends, and I'm very involved in the music community. So I decided to start a concert with my buddy Yuli Chen and some friends from the Fireside Singers back in 2011 at Grace Westminster. And here we are today at TCU.
15 years later, and it has grown every year. I mean, what was it like that first year, putting that thing together? Just kind of a small scale, just a kind of an idea. What was that like?
Well, it was an experiment, and it was in the summer, and we had some growing pains, of course, and to get everybody in the same room at the same time and those kinds of things. But I'm lucky to have so many talented friends, and we had our hearts in the right place, and we just had a good time, and it just grew from there.
Okay, so where are we now then? Maybe you look back into what you've got planned this year. What is it like now compared to then?
Oh my gosh, well, we grew to bigger and bigger churches, and then we moved to TCU in 2018, and last year we had about 75 singers on stage.
Oh, yeah.
We started with 18 at Grace Westminster. Now we're in the 60s again this year, and we have a 14-piece band with amazing local artists and guest artists, and we put on this big show with all the great lights and sound at TCU. It's really fun.
It's a full-blown musical production of which you are the artistic director. And so the show has grown, but that means that the fundraising portion has grown. How much have you raised over the years for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation?
Yeah, for Crohn's and Colitis Canada, we've raised, I believe, about $300,000. We started with $2,000 in the first show, and up to 20 plus every year since then.
And I understand that the charity itself has honored you for the work that you've done.
Yeah, we've been very lucky. We got honored by the national chapter of Crohn's and Colitis Canada, and that was very rewarding. And we're just lucky to give back and put on a great show for the people of Saskatoon.
Yeah, and you certainly do that and have done that, and you're about to do it again here. The latest edition of Music for the Gut is coming up. How can people take part? When, and how can they get tickets?
The show is on Friday, August 22nd at TCU. Starts at 7:30. You can get your tickets at tcutickets.ca. And it's a great show. We got Queen, we got Shania Twain, we got guest artists Jay Semko and Danica Laurer, and hip hop dance group, and it's just going to be a fantastic show.
Some of the best voices that Saskatoon has to offer, and it's become an annual tradition, and we're so excited that it does keep coming back. Jordie, thank you so much for coming in for a few minutes here, and best of luck on year 15 of Music for the Gut.
Thanks so much, Jeremy. Thanks for having us.